Hello, fellow justice seekers. I'm just going to do a little update on Debbie Collier. There's been some new information. I think it came out yesterday that she arrived alone in her rented SUV on September the 9th at a Family Dollar, approximately 50 miles north of Athens. The investigators, I guess they looked into her bank account and noted that she, on the same day that they felt she passed away, they saw that she went to Family Dollar, so they went to get the surveillance video, and that was on 8/23. So all of the information that they had prior to them receiving this videotape kind of changes things, because they said it was a homicide, but now we're not really sure about that. So she arrived at the Family Dollar, and she walked in casually. She didn't appear to be nervous. She didn't appear to be in any distress. She purchased a refillable lighter, rain poncho, a 8x10 blue tarp, 2 rolls of paper towels, and a red tote. And she just, once everything was rung up and she paid for it, she just put everything inside of that red tote. It was noticed in this video that she was also carrying a purse, and her daughter had said she left the house with her debit card and her driver's license, and that was it. But in the video, you can clearly see that she had a purse on. So she purchased everything, put it in the red tote, and she left at like 3:08 p.m. The cashier that checked out Debbie stated she did not remember her. The cashier said when the investigators came to pick up a copy of the tape, she said, "Oh, is that the lady that was on the TV?" And they had said yes. So after they left, she Googled her name to see if it would jog her memory, but she still didn't remember she didn't remember Debbie at all. Investigators, before we saw this tape, the investigators had said that, this was a drug-related homicide. So now there's more red flags, and it kind of changes things, because some people are saying, well, did the people, they that was in her Venmo that wouldn't let her go, were they making her purchase these items, and then she was purchasing them knowing that they were going to kill her? But she just looked so calm and relaxed, and she didn't seem nervous, and she wasn't looking around like she was looking for someone. And when she went in the store, she surely could have said, dial 911, to get help. So now everyone's saying that this was a suicide, but I just cannot imagine, for the life of me, I just couldn't imagine doing that. It blows my mind. So here are some theories I thought I'd throw out there. Well, they're questions that I have. Number one, why would she undress? You would think that if you're going to burn yourself, you would want to keep your clothes on to help. She didn't buy any accelerant, which I thought was odd. So I listened to somebody yesterday, and again, I apologize because I'm not sure what their channel was, but they said that they thought that she took the paper towels and wrapped them around her and used that as something to light. But I still don't understand why she wouldn't leave her clothes on. That's really odd. The other thing that I thought was really odd was, why did the daughter wait 2 hours after receiving the Venmo before she did anything about it? The other thing will be really interesting to see it, and I hope they did it, is a toxicology report, because, if she did commit suicide, maybe she had medication for her back and she just took a ton of pills and, right before she OD'd or she was getting really tired, then maybe she set herself on fire. I still can't buy that, but everything points to it now, the way that she walked in the store so calmly. But who's to say, right? Okay, so where was her purse and the rain poncho if that was the case? That wasn't anything that they mentioned finding. They said they found the tarp, the tote, those kind of things. But, where they didn't say anything about the purse or the poncho. And, like if she did do this, she would be an amazing mom, because I never could do this. She took the pills, if she had them. And once she got really groggy, set herself on fire so that she could make this look like a foul play as opposed to suicide. So if there was an insurance policy, it would be paid out. And that would be an amazing person, because I would never want to commit suicide that way. No way. The other thing I thought of is, did somebody give her a list and say, hey, can you go pick this up for me? Because Andrew, he had to go to that rehab place it's really close to where they found her body, that rehab place that he was staying at, that in-house place. And did somebody say, hey, could you go pick these up for Andrew? He needs these items for when he's in this rehab place. I know they're weird things to take to a rehab place, but I'm not sure. And then that doesn't really mesh out, because, why would she drive all the way up there to a Family Dollar or a, whatever it's called, a Family Dollar, I'm going to say, I can't remember what it's called. Why would she drive all the way up to one of those? Yeah, it is a Family Dollar. So far away, when there were like 2 or 3 of them around in her area. So that doesn't make sense either. In the Venmo, it said that, they weren't going to let her go. And, maybe they were the people in her head, like her demons, maybe her and her daughter had some issues, and went to jail and was dating this guy that didn't have the greatest reputation, and he was in jail, and there was domestic abuse against both of them. They were living in Steve's house, which is her husband's, and the neighbors had heard fights over there, and the neighbors had said a young woman would go over there on nights and weekends, and then they would hear fighting. And maybe, she and her husband, he just had it and said, I'm tired of this. Your daughter's disrupting our life. And, being a mom, you can't, that wasn't his daughter. So he doesn't understand. But being a mom, you always want to be there to help your child. You never want to turn your child away. And, maybe, she just felt like she had nowhere to turn. And she did this awful thing. I'm not sure. If you guys want to share, that would be great. Maybe we can try and figure this out. I'm not sure. My cat is trying to get over here, so hopefully we'll be able to figure this out, because this is just getting more bizarre as well. These stories are just not making sense anymore. So anyhow, that's all I have for today, and I hope you have a blessed day, and God bless, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.